Hey everybody, and welcome back. Woohoo! The Directorate. Don't you love that promo? Big shout out to our Don, the Don of Dons, Archie, and of course, aka Don Capone, the head of the Directorate, the head of those four powerful families: the Yakuza, the Hustlers, the Illuminati, and of course, the most feared of them all, the Syndicate. Big shout out to him. Now, as you guys know, I'm the consigliere for the Directorate and families. It's fun to be at number 2 spot. A big shout out to, of course, Max Payne. He is the Capadacina there for all those families as well, doing an incredible job. If you're going to join our families, then you're going to meet Max Payne and his team as they onboard you to what's going to be the number 1 GameFi protocol on the Pulsechain and also playing on BNB. We had some really good news today with Crypto Pride. And a new allegiance overall with OGs, with Bob Dattila the Hun there. And man, things are heating up in the Mafia game. So this thing is going to be absolutely epic. The value of Mafia games are heading up towards, it must be 300,000 US dollars. And that's going to re-rate real fast as Pulsechain and the crypto markets really make it for a bull run. This game is absolutely legit. It's going to be massive, massive, massive. As I dropped in the last live stream, this is not only a play-to-earn game with that huge pot that could end up in the millions, and I kid you not, but also the fact that it's going to be the first metaverse on Pulsechain, and metaverses are highly popular. It's going to be basically an income game and an asset building game, and the asset building could be extremely valuable as people fight for all the different spots on the map. Families fight for that as well. So it's going to be interesting to see all the strategies played out. And here we are with the Directorate, the most powerful allegiance in the house. But some of the others are getting a bit more powerful today on the BNB chain there between, the Crypto Pride and, of course, with the OG gang there. So it's going to be fun to see that. Another influencer coming in and really committing to the game as well, which is going to be huge for getting the word out there. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's kind of my opening statement because I think it's so important to get out the basics. So hopefully everyone enjoys that. Now, a big shout out to a Cult DeFi out there doing a great job, really ramping up the number of people and influencers in the house for the Mafia game, both on Pulsechain and BNB. Big shout out, really enjoying how you are moving the promotion of Mafia forward. So big shout out for that. Go Positive and House that. Hi, everyone. Hey, Go Positive. Good to see you in the chat today. Hope you're playing Mafia for sure. We're going to post the game of Mafia in the chat there. If you guys want to pick it up, you can actually just swatch over between Pulsechain and BNB, and you can play on both chains. It's super cheap just to play. You don't even have to speculate on the tokens. You can play for 2,000 Mafia, which I think on BNB is like 70 cents and maybe $2 on the Pulsechain side. So easy to set up a player and start playing the game already. We're in pre-launch, so there's a lot of opportunity for you to come. But rumors on the street are this game could be launching faster than what people expected. They kind of had November as the launch date, but man, looks like we might get the exchange, which is step number 6 before the launch, and then the map, which is the huge launch there as well coming up. So we're going to talk all about that. That is step number 7. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, so get in there, folks. Get in the chat there. Get lively, and of course, get your player 2,000 Mafia. Pretty cool to join. And you can hit up the links. We'll post those for the joining the Legion families, the most powerful family, and get paid, right? People want to get paid. So it's going to be a really good for that. Cult DeFi in the chat, they're saying, I'm streaming with Ladybug from the Vault Inu community on Thursday. She's entering the game and will likely bring her community along with her. So isn't that wonderful? Today, Cult DeFi, covered the allegiance making. Actually happened on live stream between the OGs and, of course, the Crypto Pride on BNB. So that's really cool. And now we've got another influencer coming, a Ladybug with another community altogether entering the community. So presumably she's going to be setting up a family as well, no doubt. Let us know, is she coming on Pulsechain or BNB or both chains? Let us know, Cult DeFi in the chat. They're really cool. But things are really ramping up. Hey, look, in the Directorate Allegiance, which we run with the Yakuzas, the Hustlers, with the Illuminati, with the Syndicate, we take all these allegiances seriously. We take the competition seriously. We just never let down. We don't just think we're so powerful that we're too big to fail. So we're constantly thinking and outthinking our competitors, and it's good to see. We love it when they make moves because it's a fun game, actual fun game. All right, let's get into it. Let's have a look at the zone there. Bam. All right, so this is the Mafia front page at the moment. I want to go to the Wikipedia though first because I wanted to show you what step of the game we're actually at. So we've got launch phases here. We are in pre-launch phases. So we've got the marketplace. This came out about 2 months ago now. We've got the exchange. The exchange at the moment is ticking over there, and that's what we're looking forward to. And this is going to be huge. So we've actually got update in here. You can see this now. So this is the next step, and it's apparently it's very, very close to us. This is actually swapped over from the map. So it was actually these two steps have actually switched. So the exchange has come out. The exchange, the only point of capital entry and exit to the game. So this is hardcore crypto, hardcore economics that people are going to love, right? So no, all values are subject to change, obviously, illustration until it goes live. If you need to deposit assets into the game, you go to the exchange office. So this is your entry into the Mafia world. And that's going to be huge, folks. With 3D animation, do not be slow on this game. It's going to be absolutely legit. As a part of this phase, liquidity pools for both bullets and health will come available. Now, we know, if you go scroll down here, we know Mafia's been trading, right? The Mafia token, it's trading. You can see the contract there. You can see the total supply is 1 billion tokens. It's got a buy and sell tax, right? 4%, 16%. You get a 5% slippage, 20% slippage. It's got the 100% of the taxes that go into the vault, and that feeds that big play to earn pool, like I say, which is ginormous now, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and of course could end up in the millions very quickly. We get a turnaround in Pulsechain and the crypto, all that stuff could quickly head to $1 million plus more volume coming in through taxes and stuff like that, and it's really huge. Now, what we're looking for is bullets. Going to be trading. Now, you can win bullets when you open up crates using keys in the game. You can do that now. You can also win health as well. And both of these are going to be trading outside of the game on Deck Screener. So for real crypto money there, and also in-game, right? So it's going to be really fun to see both of those two marketplaces operate. And here we are. We're coming up to this exchange, which is all about to go live, right? So pretty exciting. We don't have to wait for the official launch, right? The official launch of the game is step number 12. So this is the official launch. That's still to come. So you guys are so early to play this and get yourself in a strong position. So we've got the exchange coming up. Exchange bridge between the outside world and the Mafia game, the converter of items inside the Mafia game. So you're going to be a Mafia. You can deposit Mafia. There'll be a 0% fee to do that. In-game currency is what you'll receive when you get your Mafia there. Bullets, 20% fee for doing that. In-game bullets you're going to get, and health, 20% fee for doing that. In-game health there. And then finally, we've also got withdrawal. If you withdraw currency, 20%, but that will be suspended until launch. So there'll be a lot of activity in the in-game currency into Mafia being received. So it's going to be interesting to see some of that play out. If you do take money out of the game, you're going to weaken your position, of course. So this really, I don't know, we'll see who plays that. Maybe the speculators. We've got in-game bullets there, 15% fee, and of course in-game health there, 10% fee. So that's lower fees. Going to be interesting to see how that affects the market price between the in-game health and the market price health outside. So pretty cool. Now, with all these taxes that you see there, they're not going into the vault, which for the play to earn part of the game, but they're all going to be burned. That's going to make bullets and health, really help to burn deflationary. So this is going to add to the deflationary mechanism of these assets. There are a lot of people, I kid you not, looking forward to the bullets and health trading, and I think you'll be surprised the amount of activity that's going to go on with the bullets and health, and versus a lot of tokens on Pulsechain right now. I think you're going to be surprised. It's going to be pretty epic to see how this plays out on here, and the growth of the game. This could really help spur the growth of the game on Pulsechain and BNB, particularly Pulsechain we're going to talk about here. But we've got 971 players, and we've got, those are not necessarily unique players because you can set up more than one player. We've got 17 crime families at the moment, and we've got 5.49 billion with a B pulse in there. So looking pretty awesome. We're just quickly checking on the vault value at the moment. $203,860. That's at the current level of Pulsechain, which is at a 60% discount from the sacrifice price. So the upside for this is huge. And of course, you can see the funds are going to go in. And you watch this. I think there's going to be lots of things going to spur this up and away. So it's going to be pretty powerful. Don't forget on BNB, it's also got a big vault as well. Let's quickly check that while we're here. So big prize there to play to earn. And that's going to attract a lot of people to trade on the exchange, right? At the end of the game, we've got 138 BNB. So that's ticking away there. Sometimes it doesn't show me the value there. The value normally showing. And we've got a whole ton of Mafia going into the vault. So there's been some trading at the moment on Mafia for the looks of it. So kind of cool. Now, obviously, if you get in early on the tokens here, so if you get early on buying Mafia, you could end up getting a lot of Mafia for relatively cheap ahead of these big big milestones of the exchange and the Mafia map. So that could be really huge, right? And you can front run all that move. Now, obviously, we're going to be able to deposit and withdraw those tokens. There's going to be an exchange conversion, of course. The protocol will always be willing to also give you an offer for your items. So there's this sort of centralized control as well. If there's not enough people there, I guess the exchange man will take in your items and give you cash for it. But look out, it might not always be the best deal. And of course, there we go. So you got different games there. There's a Remington rifle there or shotgun, and it's going to give you so much in-game currency. Now, these are just placeholder values. We don't know. The market's going to be dynamic. We'll see what the market actually says. A very expensive level 10 franc, it might give you 1.6 million in-game currency. So you can see the tokenomics of this game are massive, and it's going to be fun to see it all played out. The exchange offer knows all the prices of all purchased assets. Remember, it's got all that data to its at its feet, as it were. He wants to turn a profit for himself. He was well trained by the tax man. So the game itself is going to make a profit, and it's probably going to either burn that or put it in the vault. So pretty cool. The exchange officer doesn't care about how much time you have put into your ranking up your bodyguard, nor does he care about the rarity or utility of an item, such as a $500,000 car. Those are the gold cars if you're lucky to have one. If you spend 10 million and 20 days on ranking up a bodyguard, the exchange officer will only look at your out-of-pocket expenses and give you an offer based on that. It's exactly the same for cars and other assets. So it's going to be a lot of fun to see that. And of course, people are looking forward to the map, which these two could come very quickly with one another. So the exchange and the map. And so we'll probably get an update on the map soon too. So, man, this game is looking legit. It's looking so good. Bullets and health about the trade. I know that's going to be very, very popular. If you remember TYRH and all the tokens on that GameFi, that was one of the most popular protocols on Pulsechain, and that did extremely well. People were looking for the next stage. Obviously, that's morphed into Mafia now. But man, it is going to be absolutely so much fun. So yeah, really cool. We also saw stuff around city inflation, right? So there's going to be stuff around city inflation in there. People are going to have to look at. So lots of cool things. You really got to keep up with this Wikipedia because it does update a lot. And of course, this has been, the game economy has been tidied up here. I noticed this used to have two different categories. The central bank of the protocol is responsible for minting new cash. The central bank keeps track of all deposited Mafia tokens and all available cash on issue in the protocol. Where does it come from? Nowhere. It's magic. Money is printed out of thin air, paid for your attention and time. The central bank mints currency when users perform game actions on chain. So that's going to have more information coming. But this is going to be a full-on economy. It's going to be a smart economy because it's going to know exactly where everything is, and it's going to be able to make profit on there and make the game pump, right? Make the game pump. I love that. And of course, everybody's decision, including individuals and families, will have ramifications for how this game operates. It's going to be so much fun. So we're going to have an in-game economy. It's going to be a massive, centralized, smart sort of economy. We're also going to have external game, external token trading on Dex Screener. Probably going to be some of the most popular tokens on Pulsechain. It really is going to be a lot of fun to see that right up. And we're already at the low here. So this could be one of the killer apps that makes Pulsechain great is this one, right? So it's definitely playing a major contribution, and it's also going to bring that metaverse to the chain. So I'm super stoked for this. It is going to be absolutely epic. Right, so that's kind of an overview of some of the cool economics that's going on. Let's quickly check. Cult DeFi's got a few updates there. BNB, I've heard there are two competing families looking to recruit her. I see. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Bob Datilla speculated yesterday that the health will start around $1 per token. Yeah, I saw that. So folks, do not muck around with this game. This game, don't this thing as a game, but it's a massive DeFi. It's called GameFi, right? But it's a massive DeFi on Pulsechain. And man, when people start trading this, it's going to be absolutely legit. You guys are getting in nice and early. You guys always know I like to bring you the best protocols and make assessments around that. So man, picking up Mafia right now, just a no-brainer, right? There are taxes. You got to take them into account. But man, you can either play the game, play and speculate, or just speculate. It's up to you. But there's going to be a lot of cool things to do in the game. And that's where the map comes in, right? The map is going to be very, very big deal. In fact, I'm going to bring that Wikipedia back up one more time just to look at the map. We've got a few sneak peeks in the game already. So let's scroll down and have a quick look for those. Just going to remember where they are because a couple of days since I looked. Land tiles, yeah. So land tiles, There's so much stuff. I read through this the other day, so I won't do it again, but look at this. There is a little bit of a clip of one of the in-game assets. Now, this is a massive, there are 3 continents. There are multiple cities. It is going to be huge. I think it was a 15 cities, something like that. It is going to be a massive game. Within each city is going to be multiple tiles. It was 1,100 tiles, something like that. It's going to be absolutely huge, right? So you can actually see that, 1,000 user tiles there, infrastructure tiles. So it's going to be 1,500. Yeah, all cities have a tile, 1,500 tiles. So it's going to be massive. 15,000 tiles, does it make it? Something like that. So really cool. Look at the artwork. Fantastic. So this is going to be a huge game. And, of course, people are going to be able to build assets. They're going to be able to build businesses. And everyone's going to love it, man. It's going to be super cheap on Pulsechain too. BNB, fairly good too. But, of course, Pulsechain super cheap. And some of these stuff is just so cool. And actually, I want to bring up a map that I didn't show last time because I couldn't find it. But I'm pretty sure here it is here. Look at this. Look at this, man. Is this insane? Is this insane or what? So this is going to be so much fun. There are a lot of gamers out there, a lot of gamers in crypto. And, of course, being able to earn crypto, build up assets. Imagine building up an asset that's worth $20,000 like a hotel or something like that. You just never know with this game. That could be absolutely huge. We already see businesses trading for $2,000. I think with the top business so far that's traded is $5,000. Can you believe it? So how high can some of these businesses get in the game? It's going to be really fun. And, of course, as the word spreads about how cool the tokenomics are, and it's on crypto on a super cheap chain, it's going to be fun, as I can say. I'm looking forward to it. We got Keltify says, Bob Tiller speculated yesterday, $1. I know it's going to be insane. Big gains to be made buying health on Marketplace right now. So you can actually buy them as NFTs right now, right? So that's the in-game version. But there's obviously going to be the deck screener trading version. So you can actually buy those on the Marketplace. And to do that, you just have to go to the market and hunt down the heart. So you can actually use the filter. The filter's pretty good. So just go to filter here and just go to health. And you'll be able to pick out all the hearts there, which will be fun. Actually, I might need to refresh that because sometimes has a little glitch. So let me just go to the health again and pull it up there. So there's not much health on the market, folks. There's 1,000 health, but it's $200. Is that fair value? Let's have a look. So $200 for that. This has been as high as $200 for 1,000 health. 1,000 health is a lot, right? So a pretty heavyweight. We can see some of the prices there. $200, $199, $125, $99. This is $200. So it's at the top end of the range. So the lowest price we've seen recently is $89. But man, oh man, that's pretty interesting that's all been snapped up. Now we can go to the history, right? Has the market already front running this? Have we been buying hearts? We have. Look at this. Hearts are bought. 250 bought. 200 hearts bought. So see how this update in the Wikipedia has already lifted the activity in there. That's just a sneak peek of what's going to be coming down the pipeline there as well. So the hearts are getting snapped up ahead of the thing. Now, if you look at this picture, I didn't show this the other day, but this is absolutely epic, right? You can see we've kind of got some sort of look like factories here or something. And of course, we've got at the top right here, we've got Mafia money. So how much Mafia money got, but in-game money as well. Isn't that awesome? And they got some plus signs. So I'm really interested to see what those are. That's going to be really epic. So this is going to be huge, really, really big. Now I'm hoping that they have. I don't know how the graphics is going to be interactive, but if it does have a 3D moving cursor through the metaverse, man, that would be absolutely insane. At least within a city, that would be pretty awesome. And maybe within the global map would be pretty awesome too. We'll see what it actually has with in-game. But just having 3D is going to be pretty awesome. City zones, obviously, going to be pretty big. I've covered this as well. What else? We got connectors, going to be pretty important. We got some pictures there too. So you can see the people there, the amount of Mafia that you've earned, and also the buildings today. Number of buildings up, so that's going to be pretty cool. People are going to be after the best spots, of course. There's a really good spot there. Kind of cool. Raid spots, of course. City developers, if you're number one developer in the city, you're going to be extra powerful. Kind of cool. Very good defense. Vault suspension was the big surprise there. If you don't have enough, houses to feed you, to house your family and your Mafia family, you could get a vault suspension. That is very alarming. And of course, Dons will be taking note of that. And then city inflation, right? City inflation, dominate the city, get the inflation. That's the play. So lots of cool stuff happening in the game. This is going to be huge. And of course, bullets also after. Let's go have a quick look and see if there's bullets out there, because bullets is the other one they're going to be trading, right? So let's have a quick look on the filter. We'll go to bullets on the filter, and see what we come up with. So plenty of bullets to go and get. Not much hearts, but lots of bullets to go up and grab. And of course, the bigger the better, right? So let's have a look here. I think we've got a top bullets is 20. Is it 30,000? I think it's 30, but there are no 30s here. We do have 20,000. Let's go to 20,000 and see what that's going with at the moment. $195 was the last trade for 30,000 bullets. Woo! And what's this? Cult DeFi saying $1. So 20,000 at $1. OMG! I mean, at the moment it's only $195 for 20,000. So that'd be pretty crazy. He's talking about health. Sorry, health. Yeah. Actually, let's go back to the health while we're at it. But it's going to be interesting to see how these trade in the marketplace. Let's go back to that hearts and see what they paid for that. So this is 250 hearts someone paid. They paid $13 for that. So $1 would be 250 bucks. They paid $13 at the moment. So pretty awesome. And look at it snapping up all that stuff. So kind of cool. People snapping up the hearts there. And funny enough, the price has actually dipped on the market. The price has actually dipped down to $13 and is typically trading $18 to $20. That's hilarious. So there's going to be some fun stuff there. People are going to win big time. Where did we get there? We've got Wiring Singer in the house there. Good morning. Greetings from Escogar, BNB, Mafia, LFG. Absolutely. Big welcome to you. And this game is going to be legit. And the 3D artwork is going to be really cool. Remember, Jacob did hire a 3D artist, and you can see some of the work looks very, very good. I'm always listening. Good night, family, says Jonathan. Hey, Jonathan, it's always awesome to have you in the chat. Really do appreciate it. Jonathan's been a big, long-time follower of the channels, and big shout out to you, Jonathan. Rest up well. Cultiva says, Jacob told me the map you'll be able to zoom into street level. Woohoo! So there's a bit of sneak peek there, folks. I was hoping that would have zoom. It makes sense in the 3D world, and that is very fun to see. So zoom to the street level, absolutely awesome. That is going to make this game absolutely metaverse legit. The crypto market loves metaverses. This is going to be the first metaverse, first play to earn, really going to be absolutely huge. I think it's so much fun. Beautiful, says Jonathan. You too, mate. Well done. Well done. Appreciate it. All right, so that is some of the cool stuff. Let's quickly look at the families at the moment. The locations here, we've got the syndicate. That's part of us, right? So if you want to join, you can click the syndicate here. We do have the socials, right? So you can hit the socials and you can join up to the syndicate. We don't have any joining fee now. We've already achieved what we wanted to with the joining fee. So a big shout out to all the family members who contributed and supported the family. But you can hit the Telegram. You can hit the X there and you can follow us, right? So we'll click the X there. And if you want to follow the syndicate on there, you can do that. Actually, we've actually upgraded to the Directorate. So I'm not sure if that has been upgraded. We might have to upgrade that too. Let's go to the Telegram. This is the recruitment. So if you want to join the Telegram, join up today and become part of our family. Once again, you'll have to get a player and stuff like that, but there is no joining fee now. There is a joining process, typical vetting so that we don't have any spies come in. But that is actually, is that the right one? That's not the right one. That is the Mafia game. So if you want to get a player, that is the player. Go get 2,000 Mafia and join up today. Now, if you want to buy the Mafia, just go to buy Mafia. You got the smart contract there. Just copy that, put it into Deck Screener, and you'll be able to buy that at the moment. 4.7% buy taxes. Have a slippage of about 5%. There is a 16.6% sell tax. Remember that. But if you want to pick up 2,000 Mafia, it's not going to really a big deal, and you can play the game, right? So there we go. All right, so that is that. Let me just post this again. Is that the right? No, that's got the wrong one there. So let me just jump over to the, let me just jump back to the syndicate here. And let me try that one more time. I thought I had to copy that, but it didn't quite work. So we're going to copy that and paste that in. So join the Directorate. You can join any of the families. I don't know how they're allocating that, but Max Payne will help you out with that. Join the syndicate. That is the link there to the Directorate. So that will include getting allocated to all the families. So I'm not sure how they do that, but that's Max Payne's job, so not mine. Mine's just promotions and advisory. How about that? It's an easy job in the consigliere, as they say. All right, so cool, kind of cool. That is join up today, and we really welcome. We're a very open family. We're the most powerful, most feared family. We have the smartest Don out there, the Capone. Some people call him the dictator, but he's not. He's really just people are scared of him, right? So when they're scared, they use words like dictator, but really he's just don't mess with him for sure. But he's a wonderful Don, the Don of Dons. He is super smart and doing absolutely crushing it in the game here as well. So kind of cool. And, the syndicate controls 6 out of the 10 spots, top spots across Pulsechain and BNB at the moment, 6 out of 10, 60%. And we plan on staying the top family and top allegiance there, earning mad gains, right? So kind of cool. You guys are here early. You might as well join the strongest family and get into it. Tell your friends about it. If you know people that love to play this game, they want to earn some money on crypto. Some people might earn a living on this crypto, depending on where they're living in the world, how much they make, and all that sort of stuff. There's definitely huge opportunities for that. And of course, we've got the syndicate, the Yakuza, and the hustlers sitting at number 1, 4, and 5. But keep a lookout because we're on the move as well. And you can see the Directorate doing very well. Now, if we move over to BNB chain, you can see that we're also the top 3 out of 5 there. That's like I say, we're in the top 6. We've got the syndicate at number 2 over here. We've got the Yakuza at number 4 and the Illuminati at number 5, all part of the Directorate here at the moment. And we're doing a pretty damn good job. We have this big plans, of course. So keep a lookout for how powerful we get. Maybe you can play a part in that if you join up to the family today using that link. It's going to be pretty awesome to join us. Join the winners. Join the smartest people. Join the most feared. And that's the play. Now, the other thing is that we've seen some big updates today. We saw Crypto Pride on Cult DeFi's channel. He joined the OG Alliance alive. Pretty dangerous move, I might say, there, Crypto Pride. He's the Don of the Untouchables, but he's making a strategic move. We'd love to see it, but there are always ramifications from certain allegiances or alliances. Remember that. There are always ramifications. We love to see it. We love it for the game. It's great for the game. But, of course, they are or maybe our enemies. We shall see how that plays out. The OG is sitting at number 1 there, head of the OG Alliance. They got 4 families in there. 2 of them are associated, right? Because they want to run drug trade through these cities. But man, it's going to be pretty fun. Let's see what happens in the game. I don't want to give away too much, but we will see where that all heads at the moment. Now we've got the independent family, or so-called, the Mugnails sitting there at number 3 at the moment. They've got number 3 spot, and of course that's where it's going to be. So keep a lookout for the syndicate and the number 1 spot there with the OG gangsters. You never know what could change. And of course, when the game goes live, when the exchange goes live, it's going to be massive for the map. So if the map goes live, there's going to be a lot of positioning. Things can change really big time in the game. We'll have the map. People will be going for territory. The exchange, of course, is going to allow economic energy to flow in a big way we haven't even seen before. It's going to be absolutely legit. Before the game even launches, phase 6 and 7 are going to be massive there with the exchange and the map heading towards that final step, right, for the game go live, which if I remember right, it was step 12 there. Pretty cool. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Let's scroll back up to the top here. Phase 12, the official launch. Now, after we get the map, we're going to have pre-ranking. We're going to have communication. We're going to have kill simulator. That kill simulator is going to be very important. That's going to be very telling for the game as well. But what a lot of people are doing is they're trying to make, get into a position where they're making passive income into the game, compounding and doing lots of stuff. That's a pretty common approach. So a lot of people are doing that. And people are opening up keys at the moment, right? So if we go to the keys, let's go to the family crates here. If you buy keys at the moment, or you've got an OG NFT staked, you get a couple, up to 2 to 9 keys randomly every 30 days. Then you're going to be able to use keys to open up one of these businesses here. Now on BNB, we have 25 businesses, but on Pulsechain, all the businesses have been snatched up. You can only buy them on the marketplace. We'll go check to see if there are any available there. You could win up to 50 million Mafia on Mafia there, opening up a crate. The luck of the draw, it's a bit like a bell curve. And of course, luck of the draw if you get some of the top tiered categories, which are the businesses, of course, Mafia, and the keys over here on the right. You can win up to 100 game keys. That would be absolutely mind-blowing, wouldn't it? Absolutely mind-blowing to win that. But of course, there's lots of in-game stuff there. Obviously, bullets and hearts are going to be more important because the alpha's got the exchange coming up, but also in-game cash, shop items. You're going to be able to need guns, right? If you're going to be able to protect yourself or go and take out, do a hit job or something. Bodyguards are going to be very important for defense, so they're very highly sought after, particularly the Franks and the Sams. And of course, we know that some of the communication ones are going to be very important too. Networking, and of course, we've got cars there as well. Cars are going to probably be more valuable than people think in the game potentially, so we'll see how that goes. And of course, helper credits to automate your moves, so you can be asleep at night and you can have help credits, doing drug trades for you. So I guess running drugs or whatever else you're doing, petty crime. Was it raiding a kindergarten? Yeah, you can actually do that. You can actually raid a kindergarten. It's one of the crimes. It's pretty sad. I don't know what Jacob was thinking at that time, but it's pretty sick. Pretty sick actually. And of course, it's one of the things you can do. is is a crime on the crime. So we go to crimes here. You can actually rob a kindergarten. I don't know, what was he thinking? What was it? This must be a PG game, isn't it? A PG game. I guess how can you be a PG game when it's a Mafia? But rob a kindergarten. Now apparently it may not be that successful. Some of those kids at the kindergarten pretty jacked these days. So yeah, that's just the way it goes. You can rob a hot dog stand, and you can rob a drug dealer. Well, the OGs might get a lot of that, right? If they're going to push a lot of drugs, they can probably get robbed there a lot. So they're probably going to find that it's one of the Directorate guys. And we go. You can bribe the local police. You can rob a jeweler. So there's lots of cool stuff. You can steal a car. You can do so many things there in the game. It's going to be so much fun. Obviously, smuggling is going to be a big part of it. Smuggling wine, cognac, whiskey, amaretto, beer, port, rum. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun doing that. What else we got here? It's going to be pretty cool. Now, one of the main things that people want to do if they want to make more money and get more powerful in the game is they want to rank up, right? Everybody starts off as a nobody. But the more crimes you do, the more cool things you win, more people you take out, you're going to go up the list there. And you can see everybody starts off as a nobody. So crime is available to everybody. But to do some of the other things like shop, you need to be an errand boy. You need to upgrade. To do smuggling, you need to have to become a pickpocket. To join a family, if it's available, thief. Car races is available. So that's something that we're really looking forward to, is the car races. So all these in-game activities are going to be mind-blowing, really. And you have to be associate for that. To do heists, you need to become a soldier. Organized crimes available once you become a monster level. Swindler, you can now hold business objects. So really, really cool stuff happening in that aspect as well. So I'm so excited about that. Yeah, very, very cool. All right. So that's some of the cool stuff happening there. Obviously, you can buy and sell things on the marketplace. Once people open things up in these crates, so they buy keys. Keys are $20 each. You can use BNB or Tether, USD Tether or USDC. They're on BNB. You can actually buy and sell them on the market. And people are doing that, right? They're selling high and buying low and doing lots of stuff, making profits that way. There's lots of different strategies you can do there with the markets. And if we go to Pulsechain, we'll go back to Pulsechain here. You can also do that on a Pulsechain, right? But Pulsechain's a little different because all the businesses have come out, but there's still 38.1 million Mafia to win, so massive there. And there's still, you can win up to 100 game keys there as well. We had somebody in the Directorate win a huge number of keys the other day, and big shout out to him for that. Now you can obviously buy keys here. You can use $20 worth of PulseX incentive or eDime, and you can use those keys by clicking this button, and it will use the key and you'll open up a crack. Now, it's got this really cool animation, opens up, and yeah, I don't have any keys on me at the moment, but it opens up and it's pretty awesome. So that's pretty exciting. Now, once that you open up those items, you can actually trade them once again on Pulsechain as well. And of course, you can pay in Mafia or PLS. And of course, if you go to buy an item, it pulls up, what token you want to use and so forth. And sometimes you have an auction on the product that you're buying, or you can buy now. So like the green button there, buy now. Just have a look to see whether there's any auctions there. All buy nows at the moment, which have become way more popular, right? Way more popular. So lots of cool things happening there. And yeah, players, we're going to hit 1,000 players soon. I know it's going to be pretty soon, just around the corner. Let's see what else. We got Go Positive says, which Mafia chain side do you see eventually having the largest user base? I think it's at the moment, I think it's clearly Pulsechain at the moment, but I think there's going to be quite a bit more growth on the Mafia side with now the Crypto Pride influencers over there with the OGs. So I think that's going to start growing. We're certainly looking at growing over there as well. And apparently there's another influencer coming, which is going to be a Ladybug apparently. So she may be over on that chain as well. Yeah, Cold Diva talking about BNB there. And there are one or two other influencers over there that may start picking up as well. So yeah, early days there. I know Cult DeFi is working with influencers at the moment on the BNB growth, but Pulsechain's already pretty big, and I think we've had about half a dozen, or maybe no, not half a dozen, about a dozen influencers from Pulsechain cover Mafia at some stage. Obviously, myself, I cover it full on because I'm a consigliere, and we control 6 out of 10 families. But there's Crypto Kool-Aid out there. He's obviously a huge influencer in his own right, a game developer, professional game developer as well. And of course, he's from the Gearheads, right? So on Pulsechain, OG's a big competition over on BNB at the moment. Now things can change pretty fast over there, but over here on the Pulsechain, we got the Gearheads, right, which are the biggest competitor to the syndicate. to the Yakuza and everyone else in the Directorate. There's also the Salamancas. So do have two Wildcats. We've got the Mugnails over on BNB, and we've got the Salamancas here over on Pulsechain. So we've got two wildcards there, but we also have, two main rivalries on the Pulsechain side, two main rivalries on the BNB side. So, but that could change when the game gets closer, right? We could have more families, and things can really change up there. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question to some degree. But I think both chains are going to do pretty well, but I think Pulsechain surely has a lot more activity. We're seeing quite a lot more activity in the marketplace up at this time. But, like I say, things can change. And we know Cold DeFi is working with influencers to improve that over on the BNB side. And the more successful Pulsechain is, more successful the BNB side will be. That would also translate as well. But we're operating on both chains, and it's a big deal for us to help make that successful also. So yeah, marketplace here. Let me just go to the total here. We've got $244,000 in marketplace volume in Pulsechain at the moment, 6,639 transactions, and it's earned 300 million in Pulse fees. But when we go to the BNB, just remember those numbers. So $244,000. If we go to BNB, we can see that the market value is way lower, right? Way lower. It's $10,000, only 2,740. Now we had 6,600 transactions over on Pulsechain. So this is early days. What it also means that the price is a lot cheaper, and that means you can get in on BNB much cheaper and wait for that to build up. And of course, Cold DeFi has been working, like I say, Crypto Pride today, and another influencer coming up there soon too, which is going to open a family from the looks of it with Ladybug in the Vault Inu community. So that'd be pretty fun. What else there? We've got Cold DeFi says the next Don's meeting is this Friday. And Jacob, the developer, will hop on too to talk about the exchange and the map. So you don't want to miss that. That's going to be huge for that. Cold DeFi, he's probably post that out on X, and I'll repost that as well when that meeting is set up. That's going to be a huge, huge opportunity there. Can't wait to hear from Jacob there for that. So I wanted to do a big update today. I wanted people to talk about Mafia so you guys know what's going on. I want to talk about some of the major events today that we had with Crypto Pride and the OGs. Forming an allegiance there over on BNB chain. That's pretty significant for the game. I want to talk about the major things coming up, the exchange and the map. The chances of picking up a really good price at the moment are very, very cool. In fact, let me pull up the charts just so you guys can see. I'm always looking for opportunities for you guys to get good value. Obviously, it's GameFi, so not necessarily something you're normally used to, but I think this is going to be such a big protocol on the Pulse chain. It's going to be absolutely massive, and already is, right? Already is. A big deal. So let's have a quick look and bring up the prices here on the two chains. And I'm doing you guys a bit of a favor here at the moment, giving you some intel. There we go. How about that? We don't often do that in the Allegiance, but we're doing it today. All right, so let's post this here. This is the chart, and of course, this is the Mafia on Pulsechain. So you can see at the moment we had the two double tops there, came back down. Obviously, Pulsechain was in a downtrend, so we came down that with a little bit there. But we're still holding up pretty well. In fact, the price has actually sold off a bit here. This is kind of ridiculous. So this is exactly what you look for when the market's doing the opposite of what it should be doing. And of course, we've got here a little bit of, we had a bit of a rally in Pulsechain, and we've just pulled back here a little bit here. But at the moment, 0008 at the moment. So for almost $800, just above that, you could get 1 million Mafia on Pulsechain. That's massive. That's massive. And so, yeah, we're heading towards potentially step 6 here. And I've got the step here 25th of September. So whether I get that right or not, it's going to be another question. But I think that's my estimate at the moment that I made last time. And then quickly followed by the map. Now, they might both come out at the same time. But in any case, step 6 and step 7 there just behind each other with the exchange and the map there. And bullets and hearts will trade. That's going to be big feverish. People are going to love that. So you're going to have Mafia, bullets, and health trading in Deck Screener. Going to be absolutely awesome. And it's obviously got a huge opportunity there. But at the moment, you can pick up 1 million Mafia. You can either speculate it or you can join a family and stake it. If you stake with the family, you make money for the family, right? So let's have a look at here on the OGs here on BNB. And if you stake on a family, you can earn, you earn some family bank here. So you see this family's staked a huge amount, 54 million Mafia on BNB. And they've got $91.7 million in in-game currency. And when you become part of the family, you stake your Mafia, you contribute to that. You make the family stronger, right? make my family pay. And it's a passive income, right? Because those bullets are going to be transferable between the in-game currency and the marketplace, right? So and Dex Arena, so it's real world money that you're making. So it's going to be a lot of fun through the exchange, right? So we saw some of these conversions. Now there will be taxes in and out, but still you can make a mad gains. You know, make 100%, take 20% tax, you got 80% gain, right? That's kind of the idea. So that is Mafia at the moment. I'll post a link to that in the chat if you want to consider it. Obviously, not financial advice, do your own due diligence. But that is an opportunity which is just sort of sitting there for people that are patient enough on Pulsechain. Remember, there's have 5% slippage if you're buying because of the taxes. Remember that. It's 4.7% buy tax. So just remember that 16.6% sell tax. You'll need 20% slippage. So if you are speculating, you'll need a certain amount of price rise to pay for those taxes, which are about 20%. And of course, a little bit of slippage there probably as well at the moment. So that is the link there to that. Kind of cool. Now we've got Brendan in the house there. Thanks, boss. Hey, Brendan. Good to see you. Brendan's one of our capos in the Allegiance. Big shout out to Brendan, doing a great job out there too. Don't want to mess with that guy. And then we got Mafia, right? We got this is the Mafia chart. And now, obviously, a lot of the tokens were allocated for Mafia on Pulsechain from the TRH protocol, which was such a super popular game on the Pulsechain. But we also had Mafia. Mafia is mostly allocated from the TYZZ sacrifice, which was also for Jacob there. So pretty awesome there. And we can see that it's got very different charts, right? Due to the fact how they were allocated originally and also the activity on the actual game at the moment. We've had actually jumped from the bottom, right? So Mafia has done a partial recovery, and I think it's still early days. And we've got stage 6 and 7 coming up. I've got to flip these around, right? I've got stages 6 and 7 coming up. So these are my estimates. I can't remember when I made them about a week or so ago, so just remember that. But I think they're probably still fairly good in terms of when we might see this exchange launch. Anyway, so it's done a partial recovery so far. And what are we up to here? We're up about 98%, so 2x. It's not bad. And we actually peaked out at about 155, so 2.5x on the Mafia token on Pulse on BNB. So for BNB, you can pick up, like I say, you can pick up 3 times as much almost 3 times as much as you can on Pulsechain. So you could get 3 million Mafia here for the same price. You could get 1 million Mafia on Pulsechain, right? So $800. You could probably get 2.8 million, something like 2.7 million Mafia over here on BNB. And of course, if you want to play the game, then it's only 2,000 Mafia, so you don't even have to worry about if you're not buying 1 million. You don't want to be, speculating on the game or stake 1 million on the Mafia. Then that's what you could do. Now, Mafia is also going to be important for a lot of in-game activities. So you're going to find that probably with getting land and territory could be very, very useful there too. So there's lots of potential value there holding Mafia. Brendan says, don't miss Friday's stream. Should be a lot of alpha gear with Jacob and the Dons. That's for sure on the Cult DeFi show. So that's coming up this week. So we're just at the beginning of the week now. That'll be later in the week there. So lots of activities happening in Mafia. Really is going to be pretty epic. All right, so that is it. Did I post that chart? I don't know if I did. Let me post that as well, just in case you guys want to check out the Mafia. Like I say, you could, not quite 3 times as much, but quite a lot there. And like I say, more influencers are coming. Crypto Pride now going to be covering that with the OG family. And of course, we've got Ladybug there coming in too as well, setting up. So Cult DeFi adding more influencers to the BNB side, maybe balancing it out a bit versus Pulsechain there. Nice to see. And of course, some big updates from Jacob, the developer, coming up on Friday with the Don meeting. So this thing's just going from strength to strength. Pretty exciting. Now, will we get to $1 for every heart? It's going to be interesting. Will it be $1 a heart? Like Bob Till the Hun there from the OGs, the Don thinks. We shall see. We shall see what that's actually worth. The market will decide ultimately. But yeah, a lot of opportunity. Now, if you're buying now, of course, you're front running these big events, these pre-launch events, 7 and 6 there. So actually, I've got to update the name there, don't I? 6, and we're going to talk the map there. 7 now, but that I didn't update the BNB side there. Kind of cool. All right, so could get pretty close, and like I say, that could be fun. Let's see how we get on here. Yeah, I think I placed these here based on info that Cult DeFi might have said in a live stream. So that's probably why these are here. I gave an estimate. It's just an estimate, folks. We don't know the actual time, but we know it's close. And that's going to be a lot of fun. All right, what else there? We got Wookie on the spot there. If you miss Friday's stream, Wookie will hunt you down. He's a pretty dangerous capo, this one. Yeah, Wookie the Blade. People fear that guy. Yeah, pretty scary, Brennan. Pretty scary. All right, so that's pretty much it. Like I say, if you haven't joined the number one family here, the Syndicate or the Yakuza or the Illuminati, the Directorate is the biggest allegiance out there. We control 6 of the top 10 paid spots. Remember, the top spots get paid from the vault every week. Every week they get paid 30% of the vault value. So if you're over on BNB, you're playing over there, there's $76,000 at the moment. And of course, this is probably going to head up to 500 BNB. They've got a number of tactics to get that building up there. So, even 70, that's $76, that's $7,600 a week allocated to the top 5 families, which are here, 30% for the top spot, down to 10% for the bottom family, which is one we got control. And then, of course, there's 3 conditionally paid spots based on the growth of the game, with number 6, 7, and 8 that may get a conditional payout. On Pulsechain, though, man, Pulsechain vault is huge, 201,000. Now, it's going to move by thousands, potentially tens of thousands as vault value as Pulsechain moves around. And there we go, 201,000 at the moment. So that's $281,000 right now. And if we just get a 2x, that quickly becomes almost $600,000, 550, a 3x, and we start getting quickly up into $750,000 or more. And then, of course, a 4x in prices, you're talking about $1 million. But there's going to be more things coming into to feed the vault. So it's just going to get bigger and bigger by volume, and then bigger potentially by price, especially in a bull market. So this could become easily a multi-million-dollar pay-to-earn game on Pulsechain and BNB. That future is definitely possible, and maybe even by the end of this year if we get that bull market rally coming up soon. And nevertheless, we're going to have on top of that, we're going to have a massive in-game currency game where people are going to build assets, get casinos, build factories, all this sort of stuff, build their empire, and that could become a big asset value and really get rich that way too. So a lot of fun. And of course, people can also trade on the secondary market as well, buy and sell assets. There's so many ways of making money in this game. It's going to be so awesome. And of course, with bullets and hearts trading, you can see there's just tons of them. There's going to be so many ways of making money. A lot of people are going to be making an income off this game alone. So that's going to be pretty fun. And I really do like some of these pictures here. Let me just go to the land tiles, buildings actually. Let's go to buildings here. And I just love this picture here with the money on the right-hand side and building your empire in the game. That is so cool. And of course, the more that you know about the game, the more you think about strategy, the more powerful you'll make, right? So, people are going to make incomes in there, compound that income, make mad gains, build assets of value, run businesses, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be really, really cool. It's fun making money. That's going to be so much good fun. I'm excited about it. Can't wait. So that's where we are at the moment on the game. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. And of course, this is a big update. I felt like I need to do an update now and talk about some of the cool things. We've talked about the update in Wikipedia, talked about some of the influences coming on board, particularly BNB chain, talked about the allegiances that are being formed on BNB at the moment. It is going to be awesome. And of course, you guys can join the Directorate today, right? So you can join up. Let me post that link again to join up to the Directorate. There it is. Become one of our families, man. The number one family, 6 of the 10 spots get paid. Build up those assets, become strong, go do some hit jobs, go do some crime. I don't know, raid a kindergarten or whatever. It's lots of opportunity on this game. And man, Pulsechain and BNB, man, we're getting a bull market, and everything goes up in value big time. And you've built up these assets in the game, you've built up your rank in the game, you've built up your income in the game. It's going to be pretty fun. And of course, being the strongest family with the smartest Don. We got the smartest Don of Dons, good old Archie there, and he's doing some brilliant moves. A lot of stuff. It's a bit like an iceberg. You're only seeing 10% on the surface. The 90% of what Archie does is below the water. It is going to be a lot of fun there. Not financial advice rating a kindergarten. Yeah. Kindergarten, sometimes they're pretty Jackson as kindergarten kids. So maybe that's not a good idea. Yeah, no, it's not a good. All right, we're going to wrap up today. Hope you guys enjoyed the content, and that's a nice, cool update on Mafia. I hope you love the banging artwork. The artwork is from our Don Archie. I mean, that's how cool he is. This guy is he's the best on every frontier of this game, and people should fear him in the other families. But come and join us, be in the winning team, and join up today. Get some Mafia. There's some big news coming. Good time to buy Mafia, in my opinion. Not financial advice, do your own due diligence, all that good stuff. But man, things are looking pretty legit. All right, take care, everybody. I'll catch you again tomorrow. We've got a special live stream with one of the smartest guys in the Titanx ecosystem, the dude, talking about his 3 projects, Element 280, which is going to be a bit like an index from the looks of it on the Titan XT system on Ethereum. Helios, which is on the Ethereum ROI protocol, and of course Janus, which is going to be on Pulsechain, which already is on Pulsechain, and that could be a really big project. Maybe it might end up being as big as the PTGC outfit. So a lot of cool stuff happening there. Take care, everybody. Subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, get into Discord. Links in the video description. I'll catch you again tomorrow on a special live stream with the dude. Take care and enjoy yourself. Bye for now.